Get ready, because what I'm about to show you will shock you. The US military in 2025 is stronger, faster, and more unstoppable than ever before. From hypersonic weapons to AI-powered drones, America's military might has reached terrifying new heights, and the world is watching. Buckle up, because in the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly why the US military in 2025 might be the most powerful fighting force in human history. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is nothing short of incredible: the unmatched, almost frightening power of the United States military in 2025. When we talk about military dominance, one name always stands out: the US Armed Forces. With a defense budget crossing $850 billion and technology that looks like it came straight from a sci-fi movie, the American military continues to hold the top spot globally. In this video, we will dive deep into every major branch of the US military: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Space Force, and see what makes them so powerful today. We'll explore everything from new generation fighter jets to hypersonic missiles, from cyber warfare units to artificial intelligence that can run entire war simulations in seconds. And we won't just talk about hardware, we'll also discuss training, strategy, and global presence, which together create a force that many consider unbeatable. If you've ever wondered how powerful America really is in 2025, this is the video you've been waiting for. So grab a seat, stay till the end, and let's uncover what makes the US military not just a defense force, but a global superpower capable of projecting force anywhere on the planet at a moment's notice. Let's start with the backbone of the military, the US Army. In 2025, the Army has undergone a major modernization push under its Army Futures Command program. This isn't your father's army anymore. The focus now is on next-generation combat vehicles, long-range precision fires, and integrated air and missile defense. For example, the new optionally manned fighting vehicle is replacing the Bradley IFV, designed to fight alongside robots and drones. Long-range artillery has also taken a huge leap forward. The extended range cannon artillery can now strike targets over 70 kilometers away with precision, giving the Army firepower that was once only available to the Air Force. Add to that hypersonic missile units that can travel 5 times the speed of sound, and you have a land force that can hit enemies before they even know what happened. Training has also evolved, with virtual and augmented reality used to prepare soldiers for urban warfare and complex battlefield scenarios. The Army's size may fluctuate, but its capability is what makes it terrifying: the ability to rapidly deploy tens of thousands of troops anywhere on Earth, supported by unmatched logistics and supply chains. This is what makes the US Army the hammer of American military power, ready to strike with precision and overwhelming force. Now let's turn to the sea, because the US Navy remains the largest and most powerful Navy in history. In 2025, the Navy operates 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, each a floating city with the ability to launch over 60 aircraft into combat at a moment's notice. These carriers are supported by an armada of destroyers, cruisers, submarines, and amphibious assault ships, all connected through the Navy's advanced network-centric warfare systems. The introduction of the Ford-class carriers has revolutionized naval aviation, allowing faster aircraft launches and lower operating costs. But the real game changer is under the water. The Virginia-class submarines, equipped with cruise missiles and stealth technology, can sneak close to enemy shores and deliver devastating strikes. The Navy is also fielding unmanned surface and underwater vehicles, creating ghost fleets that can scout and even fight without risking human lives. And let's not forget the cutting-edge weapon systems like laser defense systems on destroyers, capable of shooting down drones and incoming missiles at the speed of light. In short, the US Navy in 2025 is not just about defending the oceans, it's about controlling them. Wherever an aircraft carrier strike group goes, it sends a clear message. The United States can bring overwhelming air and sea power to any part of the globe, anytime it chooses. Of course, no discussion about U.S. military power is complete without the Air Force. In 2025, American air dominance is at an all-time high. The Air Force is fielding the F-35 via Lightning II in greater numbers, providing stealth, electronic warfare, and intelligence gathering capabilities in a single platform. The F-22 Raptor still reigns as the most capable air superiority fighter in the world, unmatched in dogfighting. But here's where things get exciting. The brand new B-21 Raider stealth bomber is entering service, giving the U.S. the ability to strike anywhere on the planet with precision, nuclear, or conventional weapons while remaining nearly undetectable. Hypersonic weapons programs are also reaching operational capability, meaning the Air Force can strike strategic targets within minutes, bypassing enemy defenses entirely. Drones are playing a bigger role than ever before, with loyal wingman drones teaming up with manned fighters to multiply firepower and confuse enemy radar. Space-based sensors provide real-time targeting data, and AI helps plan missions with incredible speed. All of this ensures that if there is a conflict, the U.S. Air Force will almost certainly win control of the skies first, and whoever controls the skies controls the battlefield. Let's talk about the Marines, the United States Marine Corps, often called America's 9/11 force. In 2025, the Marines are leaner, faster, and more technologically advanced than ever before. They have shifted their focus to the Indo-Pacific region, preparing for potential conflicts with near-peer adversaries like China. Amphibious operations have been reimagined with new light amphibious warships, designed to quickly deploy Marines to remote islands and coastlines. The Marines are also equipped with advanced anti-ship missiles, allowing them to set up island fortresses and deny enemy navies access to key sea lanes. Their new Joint Light Tactical Vehicles, drones, and networked command systems give them greater mobility and situational awareness. But what really makes the Marines scary is their speed. They can deploy anywhere in the world within hours, often being the first on the scene in a crisis. And their training is legendary, focusing on toughness, adaptability, and the ability to operate under extreme pressure. Whether it's storming a beach, evacuating civilians, or carrying out precision raids, the U.S. Marines in 2025 are ready to respond to almost any scenario, and they do it with precision and ferocity. Now, we must mention the newest branch of the U.S. military, the United States Space Force. Many laughed when it was first created, but by 2025, it has become one of the most strategically important branches. Space is now a contested domain, and whoever controls space controls communications, navigation, and intelligence. The Space Force operates satellites that provide GPS, missile warning, and secure communications for all branches of the military. They also protect those satellites from enemy attacks using advanced tracking systems, and they are even experimenting with on-orbit satellite defense measures. Space Force also plays a key role in monitoring ballistic missile launches across the globe, giving the U.S. valuable minutes to respond in case of an attack. And while many details are classified, there are rumors about new capabilities like space-based sensors and potential anti-satellite weapons that could blind an enemy's space infrastructure during a war. In other words, the Space Force is quietly becoming the shield and potentially the sword of America's military dominance in the space domain. Technology is one thing, but let's not forget cyber warfare. In 2025, cyber operations are just as important as tanks, jets, and missiles. The U.S. Cyber Command is responsible for defending America's military networks from constant hacking attempts, as well as launching offensive operations when necessary. Imagine disabling an enemy's power grid, shutting down their communications, or even interfering with their military radar before a single shot is fired. This is not science fiction, it's cyber warfare. Artificial intelligence is also playing a huge role, analyzing terabytes of data to detect threats faster than any human could. Cyber Command works hand in hand with NSA and other intelligence agencies to keep America ahead of its rivals. And because the modern battlefield is digital as much as physical, the ability to control information, disrupt enemy logistics, and protect your own systems is what separates superpowers from everyone else. This cyber dominance gives the US a huge advantage, allowing it to fight smarter, not just harder. Another area where the US military stands out is logistics and global reach. It's one thing to have powerful weapons, but it's another to be able to move them anywhere in the world quickly. The US operates hundreds of bases worldwide, from Germany to Japan to the Middle East, allowing rapid deployment of troops and equipment. The Air Force's fleet of C-17 Gloster and C-5M Super Galaxy transport aircraft can move tanks, helicopters, and entire units across continents in hours. The Navy's prepositioning ships carry supplies and vehicles ready to support combat operations at a moment's notice. This logistical capability is often underestimated, but it's what allows the US to fight wars far from home while keeping its forces supplied. Fuel, food, ammunition, spare parts, all of it has to be in place for operations to succeed. No other country on Earth has this level of reach. This is why when a crisis breaks out anywhere, the United States can respond faster and more decisively than any other nation. All of this power comes at a price, literally. The U.S. defense budget in 2025 is close to $850 billion, more than the next 10 countries combined. This funding pays for research, development, salaries, training, and the most advanced weapons systems ever built. Critics argue that this level of spending is too high, but supporters say it's necessary to maintain deterrence. The reality is that American military power doesn't just defend the United States, it underpins the global order. U.S. military presence keeps shipping lanes open, deters aggressors, and reassures allies. Without it, the world could quickly become a far more dangerous place. But with great power comes great responsibility, and that responsibility means maintaining readiness, investing in new technology, and staying one step ahead of potential adversaries. Whether you agree with the scale of spending or not, there's no denying that it buys a level of military capability that is unmatched anywhere on Earth. So what does all this mean in 2025? The US military is a force that is scary strong, not because it wants to dominate, but because it can respond to any threat anywhere in the world. The combination of technology, training, logistics, and global presence makes it a truly unmatched fighting machine. But it's also a reminder that we live in a dangerous world, and the only way to keep peace is to be prepared for war. The U.S. military is preparing not just for today's conflicts, but for the wars of tomorrow, wars that could involve AI, cyber attacks, space combat, and hypersonic missiles. This is why many analysts say America's military is not just powerful, it's evolving faster than any potential adversary can keep up with. And that is what makes it so scary for those who might challenge it.